So this is the part where it have like a really cool intro, and then you'd see the Mava Mochi little thing come through. But my husband is voice shy or whatever. So yeah, this is the intro. Intro about nothing, Wally reference. Hey buddies, so for today's video, I know on Monday, or was it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. I told you guys I was gonna do the pros and cons of being a wife or being a committed girlfriend, and yeah, so this is that video. Now, first thing I want to say is that marriage is not for everyone. Commitment is not for everyone. So if this is not for you, then don't think I'm pressuring you into doing this, okay? It's not for everybody. There are a lot of people who do not believe in the institution of marriage, okay? I was one of those people who did not believe. And again, this is not me preaching to you or anything like that. This is just my 2 cents on the pros and cons of being married or being in a committed relationship, okay? Yeah, so let's start. For me, the pros of being with somebody is that I'm with this person for the rest of my life. I have found someone that I love so much that I could not spend one day or one night without this person, you know, in comparison to when you're single and the dating scene, especially now, like, I don't know how it is. It's been like 5 years since I've had to, you know, look around or anything, but the dating scene is not that great. If you watch my side chick perks videos, as you saw, I was like a glorified side chick. Like, I always was with someone who was with somebody else. I found one of the good ones. I was lucky enough to find one. And yes, we do have our problems. Yes, we do fight. In the beginning stages of the relationship, that's when it was the hardest because we moved very quickly, the two of us. We were both just coming out of committed relationships ourselves, and then we just jumped right into this. It took us 5 years and we're still growing to get to a better place in our relationship. And now it's sounding like I'm preaching, right? But let's get back to the pros and cons. Another pro is that you have your best friend forever. Like, I have another best friend from like high school, but she lives miles and miles away. She's about to join the Navy, and so that I'm gonna see her even less. But with my husband, he is my best friend as well. I can talk to him about anything. When we argue, I always tell people this: when we argue, we go for the jugular. We hurt feelings, but like, give it a day or two. And I know they always say don't go to bed angry, but with me and him, we're really stubborn. So making up that same night, if it's a big fight, it's not gonna happen, okay? For the little things, we've gotten better to the point where when we do argue, now I'm all preachy again. When we do argue within like a couple minutes, it's like, all right, whatever, moving on to the next thing. But that's another pro, is that you're with your best friend. So not only are you with your lover every single day, every single night, you're with your best friend every single day and every single night. Another pro is that you get to reach certain goals quicker. If that makes any sense. For example, buying a house. This is our next goal. When we got married, we did it at the courthouse just so that we could reach this goal, because we know if we were supposed to have a big old wedding on our 5th anniversary like we did, we would have, it would have been so expensive because we'd have to fly out people from England, from Jamaica, from, is there anybody in Canada? I don't think we have anybody in Canada, but England, Jamaica, people would have to be coming from there and having to finding accommodations for them and stuff like that. When we are going to do our renewal, we'll be better off where we can afford, you know, let's say they can't afford to get a plane ticket or whatever, or get a hotel room. We can help to fund them with that in the time that we know when we're more settled, okay? But back to the house thing, it's a lot easier for you when you have 2 incomes in comparison to 1. If you can do it by yourself, yo, shit, good for you. Go ahead and do that. But with 2 incomes, it's a whole lot easier to go through the buying process. Okay, and then when you're ready to sell, you know, same thing, whatever. So that's pro number 3, is that you reach your goals faster together, and it's a lot more fun having someone with you along for the ride than doing it by yourself or doing it with a girlfriend who, has her own life to live. Get it? You get to build a family. That's the other pro. Yes, you can build a family without being married, but I don't know. I feel like it's the Christian in me. Yes, I am baptized. I am a Christian. Maybe it's the Christian in me that when we got married and we had sex for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm no longer being judged. Like, everything is good now, everything is okie dokie, a-okay, all that good stuff. So there's that. Yeah. Now let's go into the cons of being married and being in a committed relationship. Now, with my past and knowing what I know about single females, and I always say this to him and he never believes me, single females are the worst, even worse than single guys. Because single guys, if they know you're in a relationship and you tell them no, they'll be like, all right, whatever. Okay? Single females, when you tell single females no, they're like, how are you gonna tell me no? Look at me, right? I'm a bombshell. I'm flawless. You can't say no to me. And they'll keep on going. And men, I'm sorry to say this, but men are a lot weaker than women. It's a lot easier for a man to cheat than it is for a woman. It's a lot quicker. All right. So this is one of the cons, that you have to, while yes, you should trust your man to know that he won't do certain things, at the same time, you cannot always, what's the word I'm looking for? You can take accountability for yourself, but you can't, I literally just said this on my Facebook. You can take accountability for yourself, but you don't know what he's going to do. The heart is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right? While you can say to yourself, all right, Lori, snap it up. You can't do this. You're not supposed to be doing this, whatever, you walk away. While I believe that he will do the same thing, it is possible that he won't. It is possible that he will falter to temptations. He'll see this girl and want to be with her. So there's that. You have to be not necessarily worrying about him, but worrying about all the other chicks that are out there, right? Okay, another con is, like I said, for us, we rushed into our relationship. Like, within 3-4 months, I think, I had gotten a new place and he was there. He pretty much moved in, right? Like, his name wasn't on the lease or anything, but he was there like every single night, every morning. Like, after work, he'd come straight here. Because we had both gotten out of serious relationships, I had gotten out of mine longer than he had gotten out of his. There was still that ex-girlfriend who was just always lingering around, so there's that as well. You have to both be emotionally ready to commit. So that's another con, is it? the whole ex thing. Yeah, if you're not emotionally ready to jump into another relationship, don't jump into another relationship. Okay, you're not ready for that commitment as yet. I need at least one more con of being in a committed relationship. Another con is you're dealing with a completely different personality from yourself 24/7. Okay, so let's say you're more carefree, you want to go out and you want to shop and you want to party, you want to dance and all these things, but your partner is more strict, he's more budget conscious, he's more of a homebody. It's something to factor in when you're deciding to go into a committed relationship, or when you actually are in a committed relationship. Luckily for me, I think I have found the guy version of myself. Okay, I'm a homebody, I'm an introvert, just like him. Well, I think he's more shy than an introvert. I don't even know. I haven't quite, like, it's been 5 years and I still haven't quite figured him out yet. Like, when he drinks, he's a social butterfly. No, he could be an introvert. Yeah, he's definitely an introvert. Because when he's with his people, he'll talk. But if he's around somebody new, he's, feeling them out, just like I do. So yeah, I have found and I just did it here. Just when I had a revelation, my phone fell down. Alright, so that's my cue to end this video. If you have any, let me see if I can put this back. Are you there? All right. If you have any pros and cons of being in a committed relationship, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I keep looking here, but I should be looking here. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.